$799 billion. The value's high. Vega's patents a barrier to defy. White supremacist oppression reigns. Vega's rights ignore, his spirit stains. Now with double claims, his grip is tight.
Hello, folks. Hello. This is Gabriel Vega Jr. And I just want to tell everybody or let everybody know that today is February 10th, 2026. And we have a lot of issues with people getting old in our high positions. And once they hit 80, they become non-functionable. You know what I mean? We have something in the news about somebody's mother missing at 84, which we all understand is beyond control of, whatever happened there. I myself have a mother in her 80s, and she has dementia. She ran off in the street the other day. It was complete fucking hell, trying to find her and everything, with her walker in traffic, on a busy street, just walking away. So we have a president that is 77, I think, and he's almost 80, and he's already showing signs of, not thinking clearly, just being a fucking butthole, a fucking retard. And I think it's time to impeach him before he does turn 80, to prevent this country from spiraling down into hell in a basket. So if you folks agree with me that we should have term limits on people becoming president of the United States, like at least 70 should be the max. I mean, they shouldn't go over 70, and just do what we have to do to keep this country vibrant and thinking properly on its feet, and not let this old shit get in our way of survival. What happens is when they get old, they just make bad decisions, and they go off in la land, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. We had Biden. He was, in his 80s. He had no business being president. Obviously, at the end of that, we saw that. But what Trump's doing now is detectable by his actions, sending us to war, invading all these countries, fucking up the economy. There was nothing wrong with him in his first term. He should have never got a second term. There was something wrong with him, but I mean, obviously that's just Trump since his 20s. But I think right now we need to get rid of this guy. Honestly, we need to get rid of him. Impeach him today, not tomorrow. And make new term limits on how old people can be before they become a president. They should not be allowed to be president over 70. Let's just leave it that way, just for the health of the country. So that's what I just want to express today. We have issues that we need to take care of that are serious issues in terms of leadership of this country. I have nothing wrong with good leaders, but once they get over 70, it's time for them not to be president of the United States. Let's impeach this piece of shit before things get really destructible. You know what I mean? Please impeach Trump. I'm pleading with you people in Congress to do something about this. He's fucking not. I mean, you can be in Congress and be 90. Who gives a fuck? But you shouldn't be president of the United States. And be that fucking old and be in there making all these major decisions on every fucking thing that affects our life here. Even though some of the shit that he does may be okay, but him making people publicly announcing that people are fucking apes and making videos of it and approving it and then blaming it on some fucking one of his workers, and shit like that. And then we got some very serious issues like my patents that need to be enforced. They were worth billions of dollars. I mean, he has no business up there pulling all these strings with these judges and doing what he's doing. And then I sent him an invoice for millions of dollars, which he does owe me. And the government owes me money for infringing on my patents, which I understand. They have the right to take it, use it, but by law, they're supposed to pay me later after they take it. It's called use now, pay later. And that's written down on paper somewhere. I have no issue with the government using my patents, in terms of keeping the country safe for national security purposes. But before these patents expire, March 28th, 2027, I should be awarded some money for all this contribution I've made to the military, to the police department, to the safety of our country. I still, I'm a veteran of the United States Coast Guard, and when I entered, I always took a pledge to. I did raise my hand. It says, I'll fight for this country against domestic and international terrorist enemies, that is. And at this point, we have a situation where we have a president that is gone off the rails, and he's too old. I myself, I'm in my 60s. I give myself another 7 years before, I don't have I shouldn't be in, any type of leadership positions. So I want to wrap this shit up for my retirement. And while I do have some cognitive abilities left, I just want to express the fact that people should not be in these leadership positions over the age of 70. That goes for, CEOs of businesses. I mean, Bill Gates retired and handed it off to somebody else. He was really fucking old. A lot of these CEOs have done the same thing. They handed their business off to a lot younger people. But age is definitely a factor in running a country, running a business, just running your life. And like I said, not very, very many people have parents that do get in their 80s, so they don't really know how it is. They've never experienced this stuff. And, some of us, put our mothers or fathers in homes, and they end up, running out in the street and getting killed, or something happens to them, or they just, die of captivity, from their own brains in old folks' homes and stuff like that. But there is no solution. Solution is just keep the age limit down for our president. I'm sure we have drugs and all kinds of stuff to drug our older people up, to drug us up once we get old. But hopefully, we take the right steps in the safety and national security of this country by impeaching Trump today, not tomorrow. And let's see how this all pans out in terms of, patent enforcement. I know nobody cares about me and my wallet, but I do. And I do care about the country. I do care about the future of the country. I do have grandchildren. I do want to see them have a bright future, whether it's following Jesus or just, living in this, at this point, this toilet, with all this corruption and stuff going on in government. I mean, it's just really nasty. I'm sure a lot of people don't have any complaints. They're sitting pretty with my money that they've used from my invention, the live stream mobile video, and they don't have very many complaints. But at the end of the day, I'm sure the people around them are suffering, and those people are giving Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, a little frustration that they're not living properly when they have to go buy a piece of meat at the store and it's like $23 a pound for a fucking steak. This is getting really fucking ridiculous. And we need to solve these issues immediately and get rid of these nut jobs in our government, especially Trump. He's too damn old. He's gone off the rails. Let's impeach him. Put somebody like Acosta in there. I mean, they did a right thing by putting younger people in charge of government entities when you're dealing with millions and billions of people's lives. So let's do the right thing, folks. Let's impeach Trump before we go to hell in a basket, to be blunt. I mean, this is where he's sending us, to hell in a fucking basket, and meanwhile we have to wait. I mean, I'm getting tired watching the guy on TV every fucking day fucking something up. So please, folks, let's impeach this piece of shit, please. I'm like, I did a lot for this world. Billions of people are using my invention. Let's get rid of Trump, get me in that fucking courtroom, and let's get some of my money out of these empires that built their empire on my invention. Especially the United States government flying the drones, live stream mobile video that stream to the internet and everywhere else, and all these other companies. But I want the major ones: Google, YouTube, Facebook. Everybody that's blatantly using it, like Amazon with his fucking live streaming on Amazon, the Twitch is blatant. Everybody that is doing it blatantly and is just infringing on all my claims, and then everybody's getting junior patents on my senior patents. No, I need help. I need a fair judge. I was in there on my first patent, got dismissed by Trump's L&D Albright that he appointed, which is obviously part of the MAGA group that doesn't recognize Hispanics for anything, including Bad Bunny being in the Super Bowl. He even criticized that guy. I mean, he got some sort of Grammy Award for the best entertainer in the world, and Trump called it a slap in the face. So the guy's nuts. We have to deal with all this transition of going into government. Going from being slaves and oppressed people into freedom. I mean, this is what America is about. It's an experimental country from the beginning. We're going into freedom. That should be the main purpose of this government, not a totalitarian, oppressive, tyranny type government run by this guy that calls himself King Trump. Fuck that. The guy's obviously too old to be in there, and we don't have a future if this guy continues one more day doing what he's doing to this country. Because when you call people apes and then make a video about it and then say he's not going to apologize, has no business apologizing, yeah, the guy didn't do it, was his worker that did it. I mean, what's he got to say about everybody else? He's been saying it blatantly. No, the fucking guy, just because he stole my invention, he's got making a lot of money, and he was born with money. I mean, there's no fucking reason to keep this guy in fucking office, period. Get him the fuck out of there. Impeach his fucking ass. He should be in jail right now. He's a convicted felon, never served time. And everybody else that's not a billionaire serves time for raping people. I mean, come on, folks. And all these felonies he's got. What the fuck's wrong with you motherfuckers? You fuckers in Congress need to get your shit together, impeach this guy, get him out of the fucking White House for good, and never let him be president again, period.
7 billion, the value's high. Vegas patents a barrier to defy.